The Republicans in Texas are trying to force a vote on redistricting congressional districts in Texas. With not enough lawmakers present inside of the state, this leads to a quorum, which is the required number of people that must be present within the state to have a vote. 51 Democrats have left the state already and not planning on returning for at least the next 2 weeks. Donald Trump called Governor Abbott up and said, "Find me seats." You might be thinking gerrymandering happens everywhere. You are correct, but gerrymandering usually occurs. That's when the congressional maps are redrawn every 10 years after the census takes place. Texas has already completed this recently in 2021. They are trying to do a special session right now, which is unprecedented because Donald Trump called up Governor Abbott and said, "Find me seats." And Governor Abbott is acting like Donald Trump can make him walk on water, because they think this man is the embodiment of a holy prophet. Now, I need you to listen with your ears and think with your brain. If Texas is able to succeed in doing this, this could have a rippling effect across other red states like Florida, where they might be emboldened to do more gerrymandering and rig the 2026 elections in their favor, where even if their local congression doesn't want specific policies to be enacted, say the ones typically by Republicans, they may not have a choice because the maps are so rigged to get the Republican candidate to win the election. Now, other states like California, New York, and Illinois have all agreed to fight back. California is the most likely option, and Illinois can do it to a degree. New York may not have much options available to them, given how their laws are set up. Now, what the Texas legislature has done is considered a nuclear option because they had no other choice. If they had stayed inside of the state, they would have been forced to come to the floor and have to vote on this and be present according to Texas law. Now, what they enacted by running away, fleeing the state, is the nuclear option. And you may be wondering, nuclear option? Well, this is the first option. Yeah, it is the nuclear option because they have no other choice. What are we going to fight with after this? I don't know, sticks and stones. Abbott has issued arrest warrants for the state Democratic legislatures that have left. These warrants are more likely than not just a scare tactic, but are really not enforceable, especially outside of the state. The GOP knows they're pushing the bounds of our democracy and what is considered acceptable, but they don't care. They have the decaying orange in Washington, D.C. who approves and actually wants this. This is another act by the GOP blurring the lines between democracy and fascism. Fascism is basically, you wank my D and I'll wank your D,